was younger, I was in Walmart and I was eating a tube of Pringles and I ate them while my mom paid, but I forgot to let the guy scan them, so I walked out the Walmart and the alarm went off and I just started running because I got scared and my mom couldn't find me because I was hiding behind the newspaper things, and the Walmart people called the police because I was missing, and when I hear them show up I thought I was a criminal, so I left my mom a note on the newspaper that said I went to Mexico to start a new life and not come looking for me, and then I took off running with my Pringles and ran for like an hour, and then the cops saw me walking down the road, so they pulled over, so I started running again, and then they were using the car intercom thing and they told me to stop running. So when I did, I thought they were gonna put me in handcuffs and take me to jail, so I was crying and I slapped the officer in the stomach and tried to run again, but he just held me back, and when he asked me what happened to me and I told him, he started crying because he was laughing so hard. And he just gave my mom $2 for the Pringles and he was still laughing when he left. And that's the time I was a wanted criminal.
One day in 5th grade we were on a field trip. On the bus I was sitting next to this weird girl named Patty McBerry. For some fucking reason Patty was so excited about the trip. We were going to a fucking museum. What the actual fuck, who likes museums? They are so fucking boring. Anyways, halfway through the trip Patty McBerry started coughing viciously. She had a seizure due to overexcitement. She was shaking from happiness for the rest of the ride. When we got there Patty McBerry ran out of that bus faster than coronavirus spreads. She fainted because she was so excited. The tour guide had to hold on to Patty while he showed us around because she was too hyper. Out of nowhere, Patty McBerry broke free and ran right to the live animal section. She went to the gorilla's enclosure and smushed her face against the cage wall. Then out of nowhere she starts climbing up the fucking wall. Patty McBerry jumped into the enclosure and tackled the gorilla out of excitement. The gorilla ate Patty and she died.
When I was 5, I had just gotten a new scooter for my birthday. It was lime green and I loved it so much. And one day I was just like, Mom, make me macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets, please. I was very sassy at the time. And my mom said, no, you had that last week. Today we're having Mexican food. So I got mad at her and I went to my room. And then I was really, really bored, so I said, Mom, I'm going outside with my brand new scooter. You can't stop me. She said, okay, I'll come with you. We'll go outside for 10 minutes and then we'll come back for lunch. It was just me and my mom at the time because my sister and my dad were at my sister's tennis tournament. We go outside and I'm just scootering back and forth on the pavement, and my mom screams, oh my god, the food is burning. And so she goes inside and says, make sure you stay right in front of the house. But of course, I didn't. 2 about how I almost got kidnapped. Once my mom goes back inside, I get carried away, so I start scootering pretty fast down the road. I pass a man and a woman, and I just smile politely and keep going. Once I was past them, they screamed, wait up! And I just turned around and I said, what? They said, hey, follow me, little girl. And I just shook my head and went the opposite direction of them. Of course, I was going the opposite direction of my own house, so I was getting farther and farther away from my mom. They started chasing after me, and I was going as fast as I could with my scooter. And then I did a grand U-turn and started scootering back to my house. I threw the scooter on the yard and went inside as fast as I could. My mom said, what? And I told her the whole story and sat down on the couch. She said that she'd call the cops. I looked outside the window, I saw that my scooter was taken. My mom promised me to get another scooter, so I was happy. The cops caught.
I was at school making a YouTube video when a boy came up to me and snatched my vlog camera. He said I was rubbish and wouldn't get much subscribers, and that he was better. He had 10 crusty, dusty, musty subscribers that are his friends. In class someone did a loud sloppy fart and it seemed like God was coming down. It was so crusty, dusty, musty, snotty, hot like a body, grotty, fart that he had to go to the nurse. Diarrhea was all around the classroom. We found out that he has bowel cancer and he lost all of his subscribers. No one sits next to him in class or at lunch, and especially when he has cough or McDonald's. He once tried to touch my KFAC, thick, dry, hard hands and swords came from the ground. He died and everyone thought I was a hero. Everyone would say Hero Avni is coming through.